Welcome back, friends, to the news of 25th May from the newspaper The Hindu. And if you are preparing for any government exam, you can visit our website iosbio.com or exammap.com, or you can also contact us on our WhatsApp number. So let's start the video. First topic is TRIPS agreement. TRIPS refers to the agreement on trade related aspects of intellectual property rights and with 62 countries including India under World Trade Organization members are pushing the TRIPS agreement draft, which limits the waiver period of 3 years with a provision to review the duration. So all these countries wants to review this period of waiver, which is of 3 years. They wants to review it, and however the proposal continues to push for a waiver on a wider segment of products opposed to just COVID-19 vaccines, the products that US and European Union had agreed to consider for an intellectual property rights waiver during the ongoing pandemics. So what is TRIPS? It is an international agreement administered by WTO, that is World Trade Organization, which sets down minimum standards for many forms of intellectual property regulations as applied to nationals of other WTO members. And it was negotiated at the end of Uruguay round of general agreement on tariffs and trade in 1994, and it requires WTO members to provide copyrights covering content producers, including performance producers of sound recordings, broadcasting organization, geographical indications, including appellations of origin, industrial origins, integrated circuits, layout designs, patents, new plant varieties, trademarks, trade dress, undisclosed or confidential information. So the agreement also specifies enforcement procedures, remedies, and dispute resolution procedures. Next topic is Cyclone Yas. So Yas, the cyclone storm that is expected to hit the coast of Odisha and West Bengal next week, has been named by Oman. So this is the important point for UPSC, and Yas refers to a tree that has good fragrance, and in English the word is similar to jasmine. So the cyclone Taute, which was named by Myanmar and means gecko, a highly vocal lizard in Burmese dialect, and the criteria below have been formulated by Indian Meteorological Department, which classifies the low pressure systems in Bay of Bengal and Arabian Sea on the basis of capacity to damage, which is adopted by WMO, that is World Meteorological Organizations. And how are cyclones named? In 2000, a group of nations called World Meteorological Organizations or United Nations Economic and Social Commission for Asian Pacific, which comprised Bangladesh, India, Maldives, Myanmar, Oman, Pakistan, Sri Lanka, Thailand. That is, these 8 countries decided to start naming cyclones in Indian Ocean region. And after each country sent in suggestions, and this panel finalized the list, and the list of 169 cyclone names released by IMD in April 2020 were provided by these countries, and 13 suggestions from each of 13 countries. WMO expanded to include 5 more countries in 2018, that is Iran, Qatar, Saudi Arabia, UAE, and Yemen. So these 8 countries plus these 5 countries are total 13 countries. Next topic is black fungus. Mucormycosis are a rare form of fungal infection which could affect vision, threaten life, and if people do not get treated immediately after spotting its symptoms. So it has to be suspended in COVID-19 patients, diabetics, and immunosuppressed individuals when they have sinusitis, nasal blockade or congestion, and nasal discharge, local pain on cheekbone. So the symptoms of this black fungus is one-sided facial pain, numbness or swelling, blackish discoloration over bridge of nose or palate, toothache, loosening of teeth, jaw involvement, blurred or double vision with pain, fever, skin lesion, thrombosis, necrosis, chest pain, pleural infusion, hematopoiesis, worsening respiratory symptoms. So, what is the treatment of this? Treatment include aggressive surgical or radical debridement and excision or affected of blind eye, long-term follow-up, along with antifungal medications, and apart from surgery, prolonged antifungal treatment plays a major role in curing the patient. What is white fungus? White fungus is a fungal infection caused by a yeast which is called candida, and it is normally lives on the skin and inside body in places such as mouth, throat, gut, vagina without causing any problems. And candida cause infections if it grows out of control or if it enters deep into the body, and the most common species that cause infection is Candida albicans. What are the causes of this infection? That it can be caused due to low immunity, or if people come in contact with things that contains these molds like water, etc. Children and women are more at risk of contracting the fungal infection, and like black fungus, it is also more likely to affect people with compromised immune systems, pre-existing medical conditions, AIDS, and a recent kidney transplant or diabetes. So the symptoms are similar to COVID if it teaches the lungs, such as chest infection, despite testing negative for virus. And white fungus affects the lungs as well as other parts of body, including nails, skin, stomach, kidney, brain, private parts, and mouth. So, what is the treatment for this? CT scans or X rays can reveal the condition, and patients with white fungus are currently being treated with known antifungal medication. Next topic is e-way bill or electronic way bill is a document to be generated online under GST system when goods of value of more than 50,000 are shipped interstate or intrastate. So the bill must be raised before the goods are shipped and should include details of goods, their consignor and recipient and transporter. The transporter has to carry the invoice and copy of e-way bill as support documents for the movement of goods. And though check posts have been abolished under GST, so a consignment can be intercepted at any point for the verification of its e-way bill for all interstate and intrastate movements of goods. If a consignment is found without an e-way bill, the penalty of 10,000 or tax sought to be invaded, and whichever is greater can be levied. An e-way bill is valid for 1 day for a distance less than 100 km and additional 1 day for every additional 100 kilometers or part thereof. Next topic is sewage testing for COVID. So, according to country's Departmental Health and Social Care, testing now has been ramped up to cover about two-thirds of population. So, once a year, researchers in Australia developed an early warning surveillance system to track community transmission of COVID-19 by tracing the presence of virus genes in raw sewage. So, this was possible because some infected individuals may shed the virus in their stool or urine, and this method is especially useful in identifying the scale of spread of disease in a community. By detecting and quantifying the amount of virus found in samples give an indication of how widespread the virus in an area, and information that can be used by decision makers to put restrictions on movement for certain people or start testing in area more aggressively. So even in areas where widespread testing may not be feasible, adopting this method can point out the efficacy of containment measures. Next topic is fern. So a fern is a member of group of vascular plants that reproduce via spores or have neither seeds or flowers. They differ from mosses by being vascular. Vascular means plants with xylem and phloem, and that is having specialized tissues that conduct water and nutrients, and in having life cycles in which sapro- sporophyte is the sporophyte is the dominant phase. So they have complex leaves called megaphylls, and they that are more complex than microphylls of clumbosis. Most ferns are leptosporogenate ferns. They produce coiled fiddleheads that uncoil and expand into fronds, and the group includes about 10,560 known extant species, and they are defined here in the broad sense, being all of Polypodispida and comprising both Lesbosporangiate and use sporangite ferns. That latter group including horsetails or scoring rushes, whisk ferns, maratoid ferns, and ophioglossid ferns. So significance of this that they are not of major economic importance, but some are used for food, medicine, or biofertilizer as ornamental plants or remediating contaminated soil. So they have been the subject of research for their ability to remove some chemical pollutants from atmosphere. Some fern species such as bracken and water fern are significant weeds worldwide. Some fern genera such as azolla can fix in nitrogen and make a significant input to nitrogen fixation of rice paddies, and they also play certain roles in folklore. Next topic is white flies. So they are hepipterans that typically feed on undersides of plant leaves, and they comprise the family Aeluridae, the only family in the superfamily Aeluridae. And in warm or typical climates, especially in greenhouses, whiteflies present major problems in crop protection. So they are one of the top 10 devastating pests and involved, and they damage more than 2000 plant species and also function as a vector for 200 plant viruses. So cotton is one of the worst hit crop by these, and BT cotton is not resistant against whiteflies. So other invasive whiteflies were also found to expand their host range on valuable plant species, especially on coconut, banana, mango, sapota, guava, cashew, oil palm, ornamental plants such as bottle palm, false bird or of paradise, butterfly palm, or important medicinal plants. So the white flies are difficult to control by using synthetic insecticides, and hence currently naturally occurring insects, predators, parasiticides, and fungi are being used. Next topic is Yuan Longping, a Chinese agricultural scientist whose breakthroughs in hybrid rice brought food security to China and transformed agriculture worldwide, and he's died at age 99. So it Yuan is celebrated in China as the father of hybrid rice for his contribution to agriculture, and in 1970 he developed the first hybrid rice combination called Nan Yu number 2, which due to heterosis, a phenomena in which progeny of two distinctly different parents grow faster, yield more, and resist stress better than either parent, and farmers around the world have benefited from his techniques as hybrid rice spread throughout the Asia, Africa, and Americas. So in 2004, he was honored with the World Food Prize for his breakthrough achievement in the developing the genetic materials and technology initials for breeding high yielding hybrid rice. So the Raman Magsaysay Award Foundation honored with him a prize in 2001. So about World Food Prize, it is foremost international honor recognizing the achievements of individuals who have advanced human development by improving the quality, quantity, and availability of food in the world. And it is an annual award that recognizes contributions in any field involved in world food supply, including plant, animal, and soil science, and food science and technology, nutrition, rural development, etc. It is open for any individual without regard to race, religion, nationality, or political beliefs. And in addition to the cash award of 2.5 lakh dollar, and laureate receives a sculpture designed by noted atlas designer and Saul Bays. So the presentation of award is presented each October or on around UN World Food Prize, that is 16th October, and it is presented by World Food Prize Foundation, which has over 80 companies, individuals, etc. as donors, and it is located in Des Moines, USA. Next topic is data breach in Air India. So Air India has said that SITA, which is a Switzerland-based technology company, had flagged a cyber attack and said that it led to the leak of personal data of some of the airline's passengers. So the airline said that the cyber attack has comprised the data of millions of passengers from across the world, involved personal data registered between 2011 and 2021. So it said the breach data including passengers' name, date of birth, contact information, passport information, ticket information, frequent flyer data, and credit card informations. So the relation between Air India and CETA is a Switzerland-based technology company specializing in air transport, communications, and information technology. And Air India has entered into deal with CETA in 2017 to upgrade its IT infrastructure to enable it to join Star Alliance. At Air India, CETA also implemented an online booking engine, departure control system, check-in and automated boarding control, baggage reconciliation system, and frequent flyer program. Next topic is about BRICS Astronomy Working Groups, that is BAWG. It provides a platform for BRICS members to collaborate in the field of astronomy, recommending that the focal point in each country should present scientific results of work being carried out in each country, and this will help seek funding support to realize flagship project whenever funding opportunities are announced by BRICS funding agencies. And at the meeting, members indicated future directions of research in this area, such as building network of intelligent telescopes and data network, and a study of transient astronomical phenomena in universe, big data, artificial intelligence, machine learning application to process the voluminous data generated nowadays due to enhanced multi-wavelength telescope observatory. So about BRICS, it is an acronymic for the grouping of world's leading emerging economics, that is Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa. In 2001, British economist Jim O'Neill coined the term BRIC to describe four emerging countries economics of Brazil, Russia, India, and China, and South Africa was invited to join BRIC in December 2010, after which group adopted the acronym BRICS. So the grouping was formalized during the first meeting of BRIC foreign ministers in 2006, and India has assumed BRICS presidency from January 2021, and it does not exist in the form of organization, but it is annual summit between supreme leaders of five nations, and the chairmanship of forum is rotated annually among these members in accordance with the acronym BRICS. So the cooperation mechanisms members is achieved through track 1, which is formal diplomatic engagement between national governments, track 2, engagement through government affiliated institutions, and track 3, civil society and people to people engagement. Thank you, class.